Hello there. This is Meg from Aim Fitness Online, and right beside me I've got little Fit Finley who's taking a nap, and I wanted to share with you why walking alone is not enough. Now, as we're entering into nicer spring weather, I'm imagining many of you are very excited to get out for a walk. So number one, I want to just tell you that walking is so important. It's so important to get outside for a walk. It's important for our mental health to get outside, to have fresh air, and to move our bodies. But in today's video, I want to tell you 3 reasons why walking alone is not enough to improve your health. So I hope you'll stay on for the entire video. I've got some really good pointers for you, and at the end I'm going to be sharing something really important as well, a way that you can actually win something, a way to win some free classes. So be sure to stay on to the very end where I let you know that. So if you are watching live, be sure to leave me a thumbs up. Let me know if you're watching live by leaving a 1 in the comment section. Let me know where you're tuning in from as well. And if you are watching in the replay, leave it 2. So my first point that I want to talk about when I talk about that walking is not enough to improve your health as you are getting older is that as people are aging, we start to lose our muscle mass. Now, believe it or not, it starts as early as the age of 30. So when people turn 30, they start to lose muscle mass in their upper body, in their lower body, in their core, and this can lead to muscle weakness, fatigue. This can lead to noticing that those tasks and activities you used to do are not as easy as they used to be. So perhaps you've noticed this over the past number of years, that doing things like groceries, running around the house, organizing, cleaning, all of those things take not only more energy, but they also take more strength. And we know what it's been like this past year. I know so many. Most of us have been at home sitting and not moving very much. And if that is you, I hear you. We've been in this just a whole different world these days, and I know how challenging it's been being stranded at home. So on that note, it is so important that we focus on building our muscle strength. Now, something you also may not know is that your muscles don't know how old you are. And I think that is really interesting and so important for us to know, because whether you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or even older than that, your muscles can still gain strength. You can still see more definition. You can tone those muscles because your muscles don't know how old you are. So I thought that was a really fun fact. And it's good because it means that if you start to lift some light weights, if you start to do some stretching, if you start to use resistance bands or do some squats or some other really simple movements that many of you have probably done if you've watched my videos, then good news is that you can start to improve that muscle strength. But I also want to remind you that you're not going to get all of that strength building just by walking. So that is point number 1, is to build your muscles, build your muscular strength by using weights, resistance bands, and by doing body weight exercises. So that's point number 1. Now, I've got to share this because it's very exciting. One of my members, her name is Kathy, some of you may know her, she joined my Aim Fitness online program just about a year ago. And with that, she was not interested in exercising. She did not like it. She did not enjoy it. And she really went from exercising 0 times per week. And now, over the course of the year, she has seen such big improvements. Her energy has gone up. She's more motivated. Now she does 2 of my videos every single day, 6 days a week. And it's just amazing to see her transformation. So amazing. So if you are someone watching and saying, oh, it's just so hard to get into a rhythm, it's hard to improve, well, I can tell you, I have seen so many people go from 0 and very gradually, very strategically improving and increasing their strength as they go, and really committing to that change. All right, my tip number 2 for you is about cardio. So we all know that going for walks is so important for our heart health. It's good for our legs as well because we're moving, we're getting up, it's good for your circulation. So if you have diabetes, it'll really help your circulation, including in your feet. And it's also really good to get our heart rate up. However, my question is, how fast are you walking? Because if you're expecting to really improve your health just by walking, not doing anything else, then I have to ask, what does your walks look like? Now, I know quite often when we get out for walks, and we have to be honest about this, right? I know when I go for walks, sometimes I go for a walk at a pretty, decent pace, but I'm not going very fast. And then I might see something and I stop, and then I walk the dog and he smells something. And if I'm really honest, my heart rate is not getting up very high when I'm going for a walk. And it's good to tune in. Is your heart rate actually is it actually pumping a little bit faster because you're walking or not? And I would have to say probably the majority of the time we're not pushing ourselves as hard as we really require. Now, if you live in Canada, the Canadian guidelines for the amount of physical exercise that we get per week is 150 minutes of moderate to advanced exercise. So this is where your heart rate goes up. We want to improve that heart rate. We want to push ourselves. We want to challenge ourselves. So if you are going for a walk, and I want to be clear, going for a walk is so important. Please keep doing it. However, if you are going for a very slow walk and you're not seeing your health improve, it could be that you're not doing enough. Now, one thing I recommend for those of you who do feel like, you know what, I do want to push myself, what do you suggest? So I would suggest doing some intervals. And what this means is it means going for a walk, maybe at a good pace, getting those arms moving, maybe using some walking sticks if you have them, and then speeding it up. So going a little bit faster. So maybe doing either a light jog if you're able to, or just a speed walk, and doing that speed walk for about 15 to 30 seconds to get your heart rate up. Now, I suggest either having a watch that you can look at, or even a cell phone, or you can just count out loud for yourself. And I would suggest doing that. Go fast and then slow it down, maybe for about 45 seconds to a minute, and then again, push yourself, go a little bit faster. So that's a really good way to get your cardio in and to really make sure that your walks are worth it. Now, I work with a lot of people, and you may be on this video watching right now and think, you know what, I can't really do that. My leg is bothering me, or I have a bad hip, or I don't feel comfortable going at a fast speed. So another alternative is to do some seated cardio exercises. And I'll be sure to do a video for you guys. I do have some on my YouTube channel if you scroll back, and I can leave a link of a cardio exercise video that you can do that's seated, but that's a really good way as well to get your heart rate up. So for instance, if you're sitting, you can choose to lift your knees. Actually, I'll show you guys, why not? If you're sitting, you can lift those knees and do this, go at a really good speed. And this is a good way to get your heart rate up. Another one that I really like is the slow motion jumping jack, where you're tapping one leg and out to the side and reaching your arms. A really good one you can do is doing both legs together. And that's a good way to really get that heart rate up as well. So there are ways that you can get your heart rate up and really continue to work on your heart health. Now, one of my clients, so I work one-on-one in my team, we offer one-on-one personal training on Zoom and also in person in Ottawa. So if that's something you're looking for, be sure to reach out. And one of my clients, she is awesome, but something she's noticed is we walk the halls because she can't get outside. She has a really bad back. She has spinal stenosis. So we walk the halls, but then what she finds is really good is to do some of those seated cardio exercises. And that really is a good solution for her back. And then something else we do that has really helped her is we use resistance bands that she can use and do right at home to build up her body strength so she can straighten her back. And we also use canned goods, and the canned goods are really, really helpful for her to build up her body strength. So, I do want to encourage you to combine your cardio with strength training. That's really important. All right, so my third point that I wanted to make today is that if you are thinking about only walking this spring and summer, you say, you know what, I don't really want another program, I don't want to do any exercises, I'm just going to walk. Once again, I just want to challenge you a little bit because, as you know, I really promote exercising as a full body experience. And like I've said, point number one was we really need to build our muscle strength, and we can't do that by walking alone. But this last point is, what happens if the weather is really bad? So let's say you say, you know what, I'm just going to walk this spring and summer. What happens if it's really, really hot? What happens if there's a storm and it's raining? What happens if you don't feel motivated? What happens if you have an injury and you can't walk? So quite often, and I hear this often because I've worked with adults 50 plus for a really long time, since I was 18. I won't tell you how old I am, but it's been a really long time. And what I hear quite often, reasons that hold people back are excuses. And sometimes it's things that we need to work around. Sometimes it's, you know what, I really don't feel well, I can't exercise today. That is such a valid excuse or a valid reason. And I do encourage you to listen to your body because there are times that you need to take a break. And then there's other times that they are excuses. And you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, it's too warm. Oh, it's too cold. Oh, I don't have the right shoes. Oh, my winter jacket or my spring jacket is hidden away. So leave me a thumbs up if you have heard these excuses, maybe from someone you know, or maybe from you. And I want to just leave you with some of these thoughts, because if the weather isn't great, what is your alternative? So can you go for walks in your hallway? Can you fit in another form of movement? Because what I believe is that movement is medicine. If you move your body and if you move it every single day, you are going to feel so much better. Mentally, you're going to feel better. I have many clients that I've gone to see over the years, and they say, oh, at the end of the session, they say, Meg, I feel better. I feel happier. I feel more relaxed now that I've done my session. And it's quite amazing. I feel the same thing when I exercise. I feel so much better. And if you have had an experience where you've exercised with me, whether you've done some of my videos or you've participated in a challenge, then be sure to leave me a comment below. Let me know, have you seen a difference when you exercise? Because physically and mentally, it really does something to our body. Now, one of my clients, she actually is a member, so she is a member of AIM Fitness Online, and she reached out back last summer and said, Meg, I have not been able to do the videos because I have a lot of pain in my hips. In fact, I think it's become sciatica pain. And my tip for her was to not stop moving, because she said, I can't really go for walks right now, and I'm struggling with what can I do? So what I did is I recommended a few exercises for her. Again, on my YouTube channel, I've got a great video all on stretches that you can do for sciatica to help to improve your situation. But what I said is don't stop exercising, because you have gained a lot of strength, you've gained a lot of momentum, and the worst thing to do is to completely stop. So what she decided to do is she focused on my upper body exercise videos that I had in the membership. So she gave her leg a bit of a break. She slowed down on her walks. She didn't do quite as much as she had been doing before for her legs, but she focused on the stretches that I suggested, and she focused on upper body workouts. And that was something she could do. She felt really empowered, and she felt very excited that she could still do something and still feel positive about her body and still be able to maintain that progress. So I encourage you to think about that. If there are excuses or if there's reasons you can't exercise, whether it is, I'm just not feeling well today, or maybe it's an injury or a past injury that comes up again. And I know that a lot of my members have experienced that. They maybe injured a shoulder a long time ago and something flares up. So these things happen. So the best thing to do is to have a plan and to have a reason that you can keep going. So on that note, I know many of you are still watching, and I am really excited to tell you a little bit about a freebie that I'm going to be giving away today. And just I want to encourage you to take action if you're feeling like, you know what, Meg, what you're saying is right. I'm very excited to be outside as often as possible, but I know I need to do something additional to the walks that I go on. So I have two amazing programs that I'm promoting right now. Now, the first one I'll talk about is our Zoom classes. So I have a spring Zoom fitness session that's starting up next week, and it's going to be running on Thursday afternoons, 1 o'clock with me. Now, I don't work with many clients, just so you know, anymore. My team does, but I have very limited availability. So if you are wanting to join a class, this is the one class I'm teaching right now. So that's every Thursday from 1 o'clock until 2 o'clock Eastern time. And it's the full body workout. So we start with some cardio, we use weights, we use resistance bands sometimes, we do a lot of work on balance, and we do a lot of fall prevention type exercises as well, and definitely focus on the core. So it's a really fun full body workout. The class is a full hour, so it gives us a lot of time to be able to dive into specific exercises that are a lot of fun. Now, we also have another class Monday mornings, 9 to 10 a.m. So if you're a morning exerciser, that's a good one for you. And that's led by Michelle, my head trainer at AIM Fitness. And she is awesome. She is a lot of fun and has some really great full body workouts as well that she'll be offering. So that's one offering that it's starting up really soon. So if you are thinking about what can I do on a weekly basis, then the Zoom classes are awesome. And then as well, I have an amazing membership program. And what the membership program looks like is I provide shorter videos. So they're 15 to 30 minutes in length that you can easily fit into your morning or your afternoon. And you can always do a few videos back to back if you want a longer workout. And what my AIM Fitness Online members love is they love the fact that they can exercise at any time of day. So they don't have to just show up for the Zoom class at 1 o'clock, but they can watch these videos anytime and fit it into their schedule. Now, all of the videos are very similar to the ones you've probably already experienced with me. I really love doing videos with weights because, like I was talking about, we lose our upper body strength really, really easily and quickly. So a lot of the videos have weights. I also focus a lot on core because when we have a strong core, it leads to better posture and it leads to less back pain. And then as well, I have great videos focusing on cardio and focused on some advanced options as well for those of you who've been exercising for a while. So that's another awesome opportunity. And I do have a special bonus that if you do sign up as a member before tonight at 9 p.m., I have an amazing webinar that I've put together actually for the first time, and it's focused on how to improve your energy and motivation. And in this webinar, it's very short, it's no longer than 20 minutes, but I share my personal tips on how I maintain my energy level during the day and the tips that I share with my clients who are anywhere in their 50s all the way up to their hundreds. And I give some very specific ideas, tips, and as well some recipes if you're looking for an easy recipe at home. So I wanted to tell you about these programs, and then as well, I'm doing a special giveaway this week, and I'm going to tell you about that next because I love giving away free things, and I really appreciate you guys who are supporting me and who are here and really enjoying the videos. So how the giveaway works is I'm going to be giving away 1 free month of Zoom fitness classes. So you can choose either from the Monday class or the Thursday class. And how you can enter, how you can win this free month is I am looking for some testimonials. So if you have experienced a video, if you've worked with me, or you've enjoyed the sessions or the challenge, I would love to hear from you. So there's two different places you can post the testimonial. And by the way, it doesn't have to be very long. It can just be like a 1 or 2 sentence type thing. But you can post it on my Google My Business page. So it's my business page on Google, and it's also on my Facebook page. So what I'll do is when I'm done the videos, I'll leave the links below. So if you can leave a quick testimonial on either Google or Facebook, or copy and paste and do both, then I will put your name into the draw for a free month of Zoom fitness classes. Now, if you're watching, you think, you know what, that sounds really great. I'd love to, join a fitness class, or I would love to participate and leave a review, but I'm not in the same time zone, and it's not really possible for me to do the Zoom classes. Well, good news, I've thought of that as well. So what I do is for the Zoom classes, when you sign up for the session, or for this case, if you end up winning the free month, then what I do is I record the sessions. So I record each class. The classes are an hour, and then I email them out at the end of that day. So that way you can rewatch the videos during the week, and if you're in a different time zone, you can do it when it works for you. So I wanted to let you know that as well. All right, so thanks everybody for watching. I hope it's been helpful to have these 3 tips on why walking is not enough. And if you're just tuning in now, be sure to watch the video. It's going to be here for you to watch again. And I do encourage you to start thinking ahead